It's like needing to pass the test for the chapter, for the subject, in order to learn what's next. Hi Pisces, thank you so much for being here. If it's your first time, welcome. I'm Meryl. This is Meryl's Mystic. If you've been here before, welcome back. It's so good to see you. Let's see what June has in store for you, Pisces. I am shifting the individual readings from the astrology seasons to monthly, so they will be now for June, July instead of for the astrology season. But I will still be putting out the readings for the Gemini season, for the astrology season. So that means you can go watch the Gemini season reading, the Lover's card reading for all signs right now. And you can also go watch the new moon in Gemini reading. And next up will be the Sagittarius full moon reading, so keep an eye on that. Please be sure to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get all the updates. Before we get started, we are using the Modern Witch Tarot by Lisa Sterl and the Shaman's Dream Oracle by Alberto Villoldo and Colette Baron-Reid. All right, I think that's everything I wanted to tell you. You can still also go watch the horoscopes for Taurus season / May if you'd like. And oh, that was the other thing. You can watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. So if not all the messages land for you in your sun sign reading, you can go watch one of your other signs to see if there's messages there for you. So the first card is always the general energy lesson message starting off point for June. The Fool in reverse. Oh, my sweet Pisces. I feel like this keeps coming up is this push and pull between action and inaction. Because I know my sweet Pisces, it's really hard for you to sit still. You are always on the move. You like to be doing things, and the last couple years have really tested that. And I feel like the readings keep coming up that just are like, we know you want to do stuff, but you gotta wait. And with the Fool coming up in reverse, there's this feeling of, I like how now too, it's not even picking it up. It's like, no, I don't want to look at it. There's this feeling of you needing to trust that you're right where you're supposed to be, even if you're not doing anything. That you're right where you're supposed to be, even in the most mundane moments. Because those are just inevitable. You are here to have a physical experience. And we can't just be doing and learning and growing and grieving and healing and feeling all the time, even though we usually are doing that all the time anyway. But there needs to be, it's like, in order for you to get to pick back up again, either to continue to ease on down the road, for you to get to be on your path again, to feel, it's almost like you want to feel like you're back on your path, and they're like, you are on your path. It's like, oh, where am I going? What am I doing? Where I've lost my way. No, you haven't. It's just going a little differently than you expected it to or planned to. And I know that's hard, and I'm sorry, but they're guiding you to where you are supposed to be. And there's a part of this that if you want to get going again, if you want to, I keep seeing this like forward motion in like a car, down a path, then you have to recognize that even in the moments of pause, of of not doing, of inaction, that you are also on your path. That your inaction is also an action. Why? Let's see why. Why is this happening? The World. Ooh, Pisces. I haven't seen this much major arcana since the Sagittarius reading. So if you have a Sag in your life or you have Sag in your chart, definitely go watch that. You're having a moment. It's happening because something is coming to a close. The stagnation is coming to a close. But it's like I feel this, like, this kind of came up in Cancer's reading too, this kind of like blockage. But it's like, but you can't control when it happens. You can't control the timing of this. It's interesting too, because I just, light bulb, the Fool is the very first card of the major arcana, and the World is the last. And so the reason why the Fool is reversed here is because you have, the things that have needed to end have not ended yet. And that could be a number of things. It could be a mindset, a feeling, an emotion about your situation. It could be a journey of grief, a journey of adjustment. There's just, it's like you want to be in this Fool place in this beginning again, new chapter. Let's go. I'm ready. And again, they're like, you think you're ready, but you are not, because you haven't completed these certain things that you need to complete in order for this next chapter, next journey to be what it needs to be for you, what it's supposed to be for you. And if you keep trying to push it, it's like you're going to keep getting kicked back. It's, do not pass go, do not collect $200. That, you know what I mean? Like, that's, you cannot start another chapter without reading the ending of the chapter before it, because then you're going to be like, oh, what's this? It's like needing to pass the test for the chapter, for the subject, in order to learn what's next. And if you don't learn certain things at the end of this chapter, then you're going to be confused or caught off guard or not prepared for certain challenges that could come to you, certain things that could come to you, certain experiences that could come to you, or you won't be in the place where those things that are supposed to come to you will come to you. It's like then you're blocking it's like, well, I want to be on this path now. And it's like, okay, you can be on this path now, but if you choose to be on it now, there's certain things along that path that you were supposed to experience. Positive, you know, could be a lesson, this and that, things that are meant for you. Mostly positive experiences. Chance encounters. Things like that aren't ready for you yet. They're like, cool, you can go this way, but the experience isn't going to be as good. There's a little bit of a choose your own adventure, which I feel like that might have come up for you recently too. Was that you, Pisces, last season? I can't remember. Sorry. They're like, yeah, cool, you go this way, but it's gonna be really dull. You know, it's like, if you, I don't know why I saw like an amusement park, but it's like if, you know, the Halloween's right around the corner, and, you know, amusement parks usually have haunted houses, and you know, got this opportunity to possibly like go into the haunted house before anybody else, but there weren't people there, it wasn't ready, and if you go in this time, you don't get to go in again. And you're like, yeah, totally cool, I still just want to see it. But you're not getting the full experience. And then you completely miss out on the full experience. Okay? I hope that analogy kind of helps you. So then what's the step then? How do we get from here to turn this around? Knight of Swords in reverse. Not much. Again, inaction is your action. The Knight of Swords is the very actionable knight, but whenever he comes up, excuse me, whenever they come up in a reading for me in reverse, it is like, stop in the name of love. Hold back, hold your horses, like, woo! Come to a screeching halt. Because again, you're not equipped. You don't have your mind right, you don't have your heart right, you don't have the knowledge for the challenge that you're facing. It's very much this, it's like, okay, go ahead, you can, like, if you want to go ahead, but it's your funeral sort of thing. I just saw, you know, like that, the hero in the battle scene that just doesn't care what anybody says or warns them about. They're gonna go fight, they're gonna get in there, they're gonna have victory, and they get like killed really quickly or taken down really fast. I should say unalived. Then they get unalived really quickly, taken down. And everyone warned them. They're like, we told you not to go in there, that you weren't ready, that it's not the right time. You're like, it's fine, I got it. Just stop. I'm sorry. Just stop, Pisces. Like, you're gonna hurt yourself, you know. You need to make sure you're thinking things through before you're acting also. It's you're getting so antsy about things moving again. It's like impulsive. And so you're like, why isn't anything working out? It's like, because you're just acting. You're not even thinking it through. You're disconnected. You are not grounded in the action that you're taking. Just stop, ground. It very much reminds me of a moment where my partner was having a real bad day, and he was just trying to fix something on his car, wasn't going right, and he got in that mode of like, okay, well then I gotta fix something, I gotta do something, and started going around the house trying to do other things that needed to get done. But because he was in this frantic state, because things weren't working out for him, things kept not working out for him. And he was going to set this thing up and didn't even read the instructions, and ended up, it was just a fly trap, and like ruined it instantly because he wasn't grounded in what he was doing. And I finally would be like, you need to just sit down for a minute, take a breath. It's a snowball effect of crap that you are creating for yourself. You're creating more work for yourself than you should be. Bottom of the deck. And you're draining your cup. Useless draining of your cup. Ace of Cups in reverse. You need a full cup to start a new journey, that's for sure. What are you doing? I'm sorry, Pisces, what are you doing to yourself? Stop that. Stop it. Give me your little hand. Stop. You need to be filling this up. This is not good. This is not... It's confirms everything. You're just draining. Why don't I feel okay? Why isn't things going better? Why don't I feel better? Oh, like, cause whoa. Chill. If you must move around, go take like a nice walk. Make sure it's a slow one. Okay, let's consult the oracle. Oh, we got two. Oh, Scorpio just got this one. 58, Vanishing Mirror, Ego Sublimation. That's a good one. Oh, and then the Horseman, Herald of Change. A change is a comin'. What's that song? A change is... Not I'm going through changes. A change is a comin'. A change is on its way. The older song. Barely get it. Vanishing Mirror, ego sublimation, letting go of self-centeredness, becoming a vessel of possibility. Do you ever wonder if your self-definition has become too rigid, too fixed around what you've come to learn, so that you contract your life into zones of safe versus unsafe? This here is okay, but over there, well, that might be too risky. Judgment, fear, self-righteousness, and overconfidence are only some of the traits that keep you from evolving. We are all products of our conditioning, so remember that this is part of the human experience. Yet you are not meant to remain static. So trust that it's not permanent. Maybe that's your fear too. It's like, if I stop, I'm not going to be able to move again. It's all temporary. Seeking only what you expect, even if it appears ambitious, is still too narrow. You go nowhere when you hesitate to move out of your comfort zone. When you focus too much on yourself this way, you become a servant of the ego. It edges God out, removing the magic of possibility. God is used loosely here. It's just because it's EGO, edges God out. God meaning divine, the universe, spirit, the soul, the intuition. Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing only what you are now. If you can let your self-definition soften, moving beyond the veil to your potential, a magical emptiness exists where all things are possible. Look again. Who could you be? What would you see reflected if you allowed yourself to be other than how you define yourself now? Nothing less is required of you now. In this moment, let go of who you think you are and allow a new you to emerge. You will recognize yourself as what you are, a partner in co-creation, in service to the divine. Doesn't it feel good? Trusting that you're right where you're supposed to be. Stop trying so hard. I've had to have that advice, but I'm trying everything. It's like, stop trying so hard, man. Like, it's working opposite for you. 30, number 30, Horseman. Good news. Caution. Herald of Change. Okay, good news and caution. All right, let's see where this goes. I haven't pulled this one before. When the Horseman appears, he is inviting you to spread the good news. Everyone already knows the bad news. Your task is to point out the beautiful when others see only the ugly. You can do that, Pisces. Note the possible, no matter how implausible it may seem. This does not mean becoming giddy or blindly optimistic, but rather reminding yourself that every storm cloud has a silver lining. Become a herald of the positive. Put away the fatalistic attitude, the dire predictions, the dreadful expectations about the world or about your life. Declare the arrival of a new and better you. Proclaim that you have risen from the realms of the dead, woken from a long and dreadful slumber, and are back on the world stage. The show is on again. See, the show is on again. It's coming, Pisces. The horseman cautions you to not allow your exuberance to become hollow or trivial. Be sure that there is substance to the news you spread, and you are willing to live up to the expectations you raise. The world will welcome you with open arms as you share an uplifting message. Heed the horseman when he shows up once, for he bears good news and is announcing a prosperous and peaceful time. When he shows up twice in the same reading, though, use extreme caution. If you heed his warnings, all will turn out well. Well, he didn't show up twice. Well, maybe he did show up twice, because here's another horseman. And we have the ending and beginning of the major arcana. So you need to heed these warnings also. Trust. Be where you are right now. Trust that the show will go on again. The show will like, you will get to do you and be you and all of you. And be out there and move and swim. Just keep swimming, Pisces, okay? You're a fish. You will never totally stop swimming. And just because you stop does not mean you're permanently stuck there. Things are happening. They're coming. It's coming. All right. Cool. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Please let me know what resonated with you. If you have any questions, I'm always available for one-on-ones. I am on Patreon now. You can support Meryl's Mystic for just $2 a month. Those links are attached. I am working on getting content out on that. Go watch your horoscopes for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. Go watch the Gemini season reading and the new moon in Gemini. Watch for the Sagittarius full moon reading. Can I tell you enough? Is there enough out there for you? Please let me know if you need anything else. Thank you again. Please be sure to like and subscribe. One more. Hit that notification bell so you get all the notifications. And I will see you for July. Bye.